Christine Barron, can you come up? You ready? I want to introduce to you now, I'm Christine Darren Reed. I want you to listen to their story.
I feel kind of out of place tonight because what I get to talk to you about is not illegal. Nobody's ever been arrested for doing it. People are afraid to talk about it. Their schools don't talk about it because they think that it encourages people to do this act. I actually had a chief of police tell me that if he can walk into a house or a situation and they can determine suicide, they do because they've got more important things to investigate. I'd like to introduce you to somebody tonight who's my pride and joy. It's my son. October 23rd, 2007, I walked into his bedroom and I got the honor of cutting a noose from around his neck. The ambulance came, they tried to revive him, to no use. The police came, marked it down as a suicide, and our family was crushed, destroyed. My son was training to be a youth leader at his church. He would spend 3 to 4 days or nights at church. I'm not going to tell you that I was a great parent. I know I missed things. I know I did things wrong. But I've really tried to take an interest in his life. I've really tried to monitor his friends. I knew who they were. I thought I knew what he was doing. It turns out I didn't. Turns out there's a game called the choking game. It's been around since the early 20s, the 1920s. And what kids do is they cut the oxygen in the blood from going to their head. Once the cells start to die, they release themselves, and that onrush of blood and oxygen gives them a high. It's not illegal. They usually play it at school. I found out after he had died that he had died of a choking game. Nobody around knew what that was except the kids. The kids knew what it was. We went to the police. They couldn't do anything. We went to the medical examiner. They couldn't do anything. The schools didn't want to talk about it because they thought it encouraged the kids. Talking to his friends, the kids were already playing it. They're playing it in the bathrooms between classes. And I guarantee you they're playing it in your schools. The average kid that plays this game is 9 years old to 14 years old. I would love to stand here and give you statistics. I'd love to tell you how many kids do this, how many kids die from it. But the CDC did an investigation into this, and they couldn't even determine how many kids are actually playing it. They said most of the kids that die are listed as suicides. And from the ones that they could figure out that they were playing the choking game, 93% of the parents had no idea what this game was. Had no idea what they were trying to do. No clue. And the day our son stepped into eternity, I had actually thought that he committed suicide. I get some peace that he didn't commit suicide. But I have to live with the guilt that I was not into his life enough to understand what he was doing. Tonight on the table we've made some copies of some DVDs from another little boy who died October 17th, 2007 in Asheville. His name was Tim Galloway, Connor Galloway. His parents have been all over the place talking about this. They also got the honor of walking into their son's room and finding him hanging from his bunk bed. Take one of these. Watch it. If you can't get a copy, they run out and make more. You need to watch it. Now, I noticed that in front of your chairs there's a pen. Take the pen, and on that information you got tonight, I need you to write this down. www.youtube.com. I don't know if you know what YouTube is. You've got a crash course. It's where people can put videos on the internet. Go to that tonight when you get home. And when it comes up to subject, type in the choking game. At last count, there were over 1,000 videos of kids playing the game. I can't tell you how important it is that you get involved in your kids' lives. I know drugs are extremely dangerous, and the things that the officers have talked about tonight are extremely dangerous. And they have warning signs. Sometimes the warning signs aren't so prevalent. And sometimes you just get to walk into your kid's room because they didn't come out for breakfast, and you get to find him hanging there. If we could save one child, just one, and these kids aren't depressed, they're not upset, they're not mad at anybody, they're not trying to hurt themselves, they're trying to get high. And I hate to say it, but my son is high. And you don't get to hug him anymore. You don't get to put him to bed. I can't play catch with him. He's gone. And I get to carry around the guilt of not being into his life enough to save him.